79 Hunter. Doing some big game hunter. And the daily helped, of course. So, I don't know. Is there... I mean, there's gotta be. Surely there's a way to check how many kills you've done. Right? I don't think I've done I don't think I've done very many. And a large part of why I say that is just because I get caught a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot. I don't know, like right now it's because I'm tired, but I probably got caught about 50% of the time. I would think it would be under like a collection log or something, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I'm not gonna make you guys sit around while I try to figure this out. I don't think. Well, here's drops. Yeah, do they just give the rune? Oh, no. I thought they gave the rune metrics for free to Group Iron Man. I don't know why I thought that. You can upgrade it. Okay. Yeah, we ain't paying money for this crap. You know, that's why like old school RuneScape in some ways, or even arguably in a lot of ways, is superior. You know, the rune metrics stats as far as the XP tracker. I mean, you can use Wise Old Man to track stats, or in game you can use RuneLight. It's just, frankly, it just feels more consumer friendly, or player friendly. Oh, here we go. Beast. Are they even in Beast? They're dinosaurs. I don't know. Boss info. Slayer kill. No, this is what I thought maybe they'd be under, but I don't think they track this stuff. Which is kind of too bad. I'd be intrigued to know, But also, even if they do track this stuff, like, I don't know. It's just, there's so much. It's hard to know where to find stuff. So, I don't know. 2,470. Hello. I, in a way, took a break from recording. I don't know why. I haven't recorded since January 1st, which is fine. Or January 4th, so Sunday. So I don't know why. I guess I've not been playing in the evenings much. And then Tuesday I had family stuff. Anyways, I not that it matters. I mean, there should be no time in between for you. I did want to mention I've just been doing archaeology, really. I have been doing a big game hunter as well. I was thinking about erasing chat, but I don't think I said anything I shouldn't have said. I don't know. I'll do it anyways. Yeah, I've been trying to do big game hunter when I can focus on the game. They did add something, as you can see on my back here. Inverted skill capes. Cooper and I have been debating this one. He thinks it is pointless to get an inverted cape. Well, let me rephrase that. He thinks it is that is not at all what he said. Okay, I'm sorry, Cooper. I'm misquoting you. No. Let me start over. Okay, he thinks it is pointless to get a 99 inverted cape rather than a 120 inverted cape. Now he did mention, obviously if I'm not going for 120s, he understands why I'd get a 99. Now, to his point. From our understanding of this so far, unless things change, it sounds like you can do 4 capes a year. That's it. Now, you can do 4 120 capes or 4 Surely not. For a year? That sounds excessively long. But he's saying, basically, from his math, I think, well, how many skills are there? I think he was saying it was going to take 8 years to get all the 120 inverted skill capes. I don't know. Here's my argument with this event, right? Well, the first part is I may or may not go for 120 all on this account. If I don't go for 120 all, there's absolutely, there's no reason not to pick up a couple capes along the way, other than it does take up bank space, right? Because I haven't tested this theory, but the rumor going around, or at least what Cooper said, he doesn't think you can store it, right? So that would be a reason not to get the capes. My argument for getting the capes, it's cosmetic. You can't trade it. It doesn't matter if it's 99 or 120. It's a cosmetic look. That's all it is. So, there's no reason not to get the 99s. Absolutely no reason not to. That's my point. And I've told Cooper this, and I mean, he's going to let me do whatever I want. It's my account, but I think he would strongly disagree. From his perspective, you should have 120 in the stat before you get the cape. Anyways, as far as stats go, I did get 86 Archaeology. I don't know that was my latest level. I don't know. I mean, I've been doing dailies. I didn't write down that I got any levels. I think if anything, I gained 1 level. Just to be truthful with you, I don't know what stat it was. But here's my stats. As far as the group, we're not going to go through all the group stuff. I do want to mention Rutrow 3 days ago of butts. Granted, 3 days versus 4 months. Big difference. But hopefully he's okay and not bored of the game already. Because I would be honestly devastated if we lost our 4th member this quickly. Though, in fairness, the trading, you know what I mean. But Kit had an account, right? He quit playing. Butts came in. Butts gained more levels than Kit did, and Kit was in this group way longer. So, and I get it. Real life, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. The only major thing I've been doing, well, again, it's not really major, but I've been doing all these mysteries. I'm learning with Archaeology. Yeah, you can go through do all the collections once, right? Which I've been doing. You can do all the mysteries once. I've been doing. But, you catch up. And what I mean by that is I'm 86 Archaeology. There are no items I have not already got once. Or the amount of times I've needed for each one. You know what I mean? So it's you have to go back and redo stuff. I don't know why I'm going back anyways. I gotta do my dailies. What I need to be doing. The last 2 days I've just used the tokens for them. And it's not like that they're hard to do, but it's either been late at night and I haven't felt like doing them, or whatever the case may be. I think, is there a mine over here somewhere? Unless they moved it. No, maybe it's down here. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I obviously didn't have much to say. I still want to do the events. I don't know how long it's out. I'm hopeful it's through the weekend at least. But I want to do the 25th anniversary event. Not just the inverted. There's actually a 25 list checklist that I want to do. I don't know what it gives. It's not super exciting. It's just cosmetic stuff anyways. But I still want to do it. Just because, in theory, it's a one and done kind of thing. You know what I mean? Upcoming Treasure Hunter changes January 12th. I thought we were doing the 19th first off. Let's see what this says, guys. As January 19th, the removal of Treasure Hunter is fast approaching, Foundational steps. Oh, the keys, they stopped selling them January 12th. Oh, okay. Well, I'm laughing, and you guys are going to get upset at me. Last time I talked to MTX, everyone was defending Jagex and saying I'm a part of the problem and not the solution, which is I'm sorry, that's like I've touched on this before. And if you do actually see this video, I'm not calling you dumb, okay? But what I am saying is your opinion is stupid. And the reason I'm saying that is I am a consumer of a product. I don't have, like, what? Like, I pay money to play this game yearly. I've been paying money for years. I've bought, and I'm not exaggerating, I've spent thousands of dollars on MTX stuff, be that bonds, keys, or back in the day it was spins. Like I have spent all kinds of money on this game, but at the same time, like, I am a consumer. I am a product user. I'm not a J mod. I'm not even a player mod. Like, I don't understand why I'm supposed to be a part of a solution. That's just so stupid. And I'm not a problem. Like, I'm a guy with an opinion. Like, I barely get any views on RuneScape or on YouTube on my RuneScape videos. So, like, I'm a guy with opinion, and an opinion that Jagex, frankly, doesn't care what I have to say because I don't have, 10,000 people watching me. Or whatever their, number is. You know what I mean? Like, but regardless of that, if I'm paying money for something, I can have an opinion. It can be a positive opinion or a negative opinion. And honestly, even with the talk of removing of Treasure Hunter, which I do believe that they are going to actually remove it. I think that would be silly if they talked about it and then never did it. I truthfully believe that January 12th, like they just posted, will be the last day you can buy keys. Truthfully. But one thing that's been very obvious, and players are so, naive, or they don't mind, but Jagex, ever since they announced that they were closing, Treasure Hunter for forever, it's been promotion after promotion after promotion, and like they're just trying to, like, milk everybody. Don't lick me. They're trying to milk everybody, and that's my cat, by the way. They're trying to milk everybody for everything. Like, any last bit of money that they can get out of MTX, specifically Treasure Hunter. Like, holy cow. It's like they used them closing down Treasure Hunter, like, as a promotion. They're like, hey, we're getting rid of this thing, so, you might as well spend, a couple $1,000 on this, or a couple $100 at least. Gotta do it quick before we get rid of it. I'm allowed to have an opinion. Damn it. So, anyways, but yeah, they're removing it. Whatever. I don't think that's enough, honestly. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think good for Jagex. I think they're trying to make changes in a positive direction. I also will be surprised if membership prices don't go up. But I think it's positive that they're removing Treasure Hunter, but, like, my previous opinions still stand. I made a disclaimer on that particular video and talking about, explaining, hey, I recorded this at this time of year. This is what was going on. I still think my opinion is valid. Like I said that right at the beginning, and people still got all upset. I don't know. And this is a question. It's not a statement. I don't know. But maybe the people that are left on RuneScape 3 are Could be they're all whales. They're all the people buying the MTX stuff already. It could be. I don't know what it is. Like I don't understand why it's like forbidden on this game to have an opinion about a game and a gaming company. Like even if it's a negative opinion, I don't know why I can't have that negative opinion. The worst thing that I think could happen due to me having a negative opinion, keep in mind the amount of views I have and the amount of people that click on these videos and actually watch the whole way through. I think the worst thing that could happen to me is Jagex just ban me from their game, because they can. It's within the terms and conditions. Like if they want, they can just ban me. Oh, Death Touch Dart, nice. I think that's the worst possible outcome. Now, if they do that, I for sure as hell will make a video about it, saying Jagex banned me for having an opinion. Like that would be a thing. But for the most part, like even that other video I'm talking about, it got over 300 views, which is huge for my channel, and I appreciate everyone that watches them and clicks on them, etc. But 300 views, that's nothing. Jagex don't care. So, anyways, yeah, we'll see what happens with the game this year, 2026. I hope things positively happen. The biggest update, and I haven't done the beta. I don't know if the beta is open to everybody. Let me look. Let's just exit to the lobby. I truthfully don't know. Hopefully this doesn't show anything. It just shows my username, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if they announced the beta or maybe they closed the beta. I don't know. This was around Christmas time. I'm behind on my videos I've been watching. But they were talking about they were doing a combat beta with combat changes, like big changes. So I mean that could be positive. Yeah, I don't see the beta. Also, I guess 1500. That's the max I think per world. Yeah, there's still a decent amount of people playing this game. It's just a random Thursday night. They do have, obviously, free to play seems pretty dwindling though. I think this is free to play. Yeah, free. So, anyways, that's it. Bye. Hello, RuneScapers. Doing a little bit of RuneScape 3. I did get 88 Archaeology. I think I've gained 2 levels in Archaeology since the last clip. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, just doing Archaeology. I've not been actively playing in the evenings, like after work or anything. I've not been super busy either. I kind of sleep more than I want to. But at the same time, if I feel like crap, like of course I'm just gonna go lay down. You know what I mean? Like I can't really blame myself for that. I do have the weeklies and the monthlies and the no monthlies. What am I talking about? But I do have the weeklies I need to do. I have not done them. Honestly, like I have, and this is bad to say and admit, but I'm just gonna say it and admit it. I have a little bit of the like the reason I do my dailies every day, and the reason I do my weeklies and my monthlies, it's not because I want to. Let me start off by saying that I don't want to go talk to Meg, right? It's the reason I do it is because I feel like the rewards, okay, 0 coins and a medium thieving lamp. This is not a good example. It's usually more XP, but I usually feel like the rewards are good enough that you don't want to miss out on. So it's kind of like you're forced to do this stuff, the weeklies and the monthlies and the dailies. Now, on the same side of things, like for example, when I was on leagues, I didn't log in and play, so it's because I didn't want to. I wanted to take a break. You could look at the total level difference between Chubby Hyena and myself, and clearly, I've not been keeping up enough. He's, I'd say, far ahead, but really he's only like 230 levels ahead, maybe, give or take. I'm not mathing. I didn't really figure that out. I'm estimating, right? I mean, you can figure it out if you really want to know. But here's my thing with that. And it doesn't show XP in here for some reason. But XP wise and also time wise, as far as getting the stats he has, I don't know. Like, it's going to be a long time before I get 2,704 total level is what I'm getting at. So, like, yeah, he's only like 230 levels ahead, but they're also the higher levels. You know what I mean? Like, we're not 5 agility anymore. There's I don't know. There's something to be said about that as well. So where I'm going with that is I'll continue to force myself to do dailies and monthlies when I have the energy for them. It's really too good for the accounts to not. I think, unless I'm having so much fun after I max, I do think I'm just going to stick to 99 everything. I think I'm going to run into the same problem that I did on old school, where I'll have like 99 everything that I can AFK. Like I've got 99 fishing, I've got 107 woodcutting, I've got 99 divination, 99 runecrafting. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to have all my AFK stuff done. And then I don't know what, I think I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like there's probably more I can AFK on RuneScape 3 than old school. But that's a guess. I don't know this game well enough to know. Yeah, I don't know. And when it comes down to it, like I just renew another year of membership on this account. I did it by accident, but it is what it is. It'll definitely take me at least a year to max, but I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, guys. I don't mind actively playing the game. I should start off with that. I don't mind actively playing the game. But it is very time consuming. I can't really actively play and edit videos very easily. If I leave the house, I don't like mobile, RuneScape mobile. It's not really my jam. So I still have fire making left too. That would be a quick one though. I don't know. We're not there yet, but I think progression is going to slow down tremendously once I can no longer AFK. If that is a thing on RuneScape 3.